Revolution of information. The word information is derived from Latin informare, which means give form to. Information has always been a dominant factor for a society's success. Information has evolved with time from 5th century BC, when the Spartan used the device known as scytale, the earliest apparatus used in cryptography, one of the few ever devised in whole history of science for transposition ciphers, to this 20th century era where modern technology and information has combined together and created an unimaginable advancement in technology and science. The control of information is most important to the sovereign in the conduct of war. Advanced knowledge of where the enemy is, in what strength, and what intent has often changed the long odds of battle. The drive to obtain this information and the desire to keep it hidden from the history of cryptography. Military commanders have from the beginning searched for faster and more secure ways to communicate with their troops. The first breakthrough came with the invention of optical telegraph in 1794, which consisted of series of towers, the signal falls or light from one being visible to the next. The device greatly expanded a military commander's control over large areas and speeded up transmission of messages without greatly damaging security. Radio finally gave military commanders what they had always sought: continuous and fast communications to control an entire army. It also provided the first secure and rapid way to communicate air and naval forces. Like most technology, however, radio was a two-edged sword. Anyone, friend or foe, can tune in if she or he knows the correct frequency and has the proper equipment. Radio communication came into common use by the military during World War One and spawned the invention of radio direction finders to locate enemy stations. Intercepting enemy messages became relatively easy. The information revolution is usually conceived, quite rightly, as a set of changes brought on by information technology, the two most important being modern communications technologies for transmitting information and modern computer systems for processing it. In addition to power effects on culture and the pace of life, this revolution has changed what we do for a living. It has made or most of us into what Peter Drucker long ago called knowledge workers, and is changing the way the rest of us do such traditional jobs as mining and manufacturing, selling and shipping. The information revolution began with the invention of integrated circuits or computers, chips. Those chips have revolutionized our lives, running our appliances, providing calculators, computers, and other electronic devices to control our world. It is still early enough that to no one knows precisely what all of the implications of the information revolution will be for social life, but clearly, changes such as information superhighway permitting people to communicate using computers all around the globe, fax machines, satellite dishes, and cellular phones are changing how families spend their time, the kind of work we do, and many other aspects of our lives. The marriage of computer with telecommunication resulting in movement of information at the speed of light and to enormous audiences. The hottest thing going in telecoms right now are World Wide Web of the Internet on one hand and wireless communications such as cell phones on the other. Growth is phenomenal on both hands. Almost 5,000 new websites per day are created on World Wide Web. More than 17,000 new wireless telephone accounts are activated every day in the US and Canada. What will be even hotter is inevitable: guaranteed convergence of these two threads when every geographic place and every new manufactured thing and every person is connected to the internet all of the time at any location for multiple purposes. Computers everywhere will be mostly talking to other computers through the internet. New vehicles, including electric cars and bicycles, will communicate directly with the repair shop as their maintenance requirements and repair needs come due. Newer residential housing and commercial buildings will have communicating computers embedded everywhere for security and energy efficiency and comfort of occupants. When a system of national currencies run by central banks is transformed into a global electronic marketplace driven by private currency traders, power changes hands. When a system of national economies linked by government-regulated trade is replaced, at least in part, by an increasingly integrated global economy beyond the reach of much national regulation, power changes hands. When an international telecommunications system incorporating technologies from mobile phones to communication satellites deprived governments of the ability to keep secrets from the world or from their own people, power changes hands. When a microchip the size of a fingernail can turn a relatively simple and inexpensive weapon into a Stinger missile, enabling an illiterate tribesman to destroy a multi-million-dollar armored helicopter and its highly trained crew, power changes hands. In this modern era of information, information is power, and when information can move at the speed of light due to the advent of information technology and telecommunications, power changes hands. As a source of wealth, information comes in various forms, from stream of electronic data briefly valuable to years of accumulated research embedded in computer memories, operating automated factories, to the intellectual capital carried in the brain of an engineer, a manager, or an investment banker. The rules and customs, skills and talents necessary to uncover, capture, produce, preserve, and exploit information are now mankind's most important rules, customs, skills, and with the creation of telephones, information started to move fast from one location to other. Economies started to rise when technologies like radio and television grew with telecommunications. Now, in this 20th century era, where information has become global because of the advent of social media, internet, and advanced telecommunications, computer and communications networks are key infrastructures of the information society with high socio-economic value as they contribute to the correct operations of many critical services, from healthcare to finance and transportation. Internet is the core of today's computer communication infrastructures. Has transformed the Internet from a robust network for data transfer between computers to a global, content-rich communication and information system where a content are increasingly generated by the user and distributed according to human social relations. Conclusively, information and technology. This is how information and technology has transformed over the years and will further transform in an unimaginable ways in years to come.